This is a video about something I've had fairly recent experience with motoring offences. Don't worry, it's not me. I'm not guilty. I'm talking about speeding and how much tolerance there actually is with regard to the speed limit and how far over you go before they have to do something about it. Now, I hear the people already going, well, don't speed and you won't get into it. Yes, of course, that's absolutely true. People lose their licenses all the time for, well, sheer stupidity. Now, the question is, how far over can you go before you're done? And when you are, is it correct? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for joining me again. And as always, I appreciate the support. Good to see you. Now, this one is about speeding tickets, motoring offences, and all that sort of thing. You will know if you've been watching this channel for a while that my father's a retired police officer of the old school, the kind you don't find anymore, really. You know, we've got the mad ones that run down pepper spraying all and sundry, not proper old school coppers. And he always told me that the tolerance when you are driving was 10% plus 3 miles an hour. So if you were driving in a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, you get away with 36, and 40, it would be 48, and so on and so on. Well, that ruling, if it ever was a ruling in the first place, I think it was more of an understanding, changed a while ago. And somebody told me, and again, I don't know whether it's true or accurate, that it's now 10% plus 2. So if you were driving in a 50-mile-an-hour limit, you get away with 57. See? Basic mathematics. Well, this caught my attention, and I'll put this full screen so you can see what's going on. This is about a guy that went through the Dartford Tunnel, or that Dartford Tunnel area, which is 50, and he went through there at 57, 7 miles an hour over the limit, and he's been done for it. A man who broke the speed limit by 7 miles an hour has been fined £322 by the courts. I mean, his name's there, but that's irrelevant. He admitted to driving 57 miles an hour, where the speed limit is 50. I mean, you're hard pressed to do 50 through there, to be honest, at most times a day. They considered the case in his absence, and he's been fined £322 and has 3 points on his license. Now, the article says heavily fined, but I wouldn't really call that heavily fined. It's a slap on the wrist with 3 ton and 3 points. But it raises the whole spectre, doesn't it? Can you drive a 10% plus 2 and get away with it? What's happened in that case? Now, I want to show you some information from here, roadlawbarristers.co.uk, and what is the 10% plus 2 rule, and what does it mean? And there's a little bit of truth, well, a bit of a truth bomb, should we say. And here it is. Speeding, what is the 10% plus 2 rule? And what does it mean? Obviously, as we've discussed, I don't want your cookies, go away. Most motorists discuss, will have no doubt heard the tales of the 10% plus 2 rule, but what is the rule and how does it affect you? Now, there is a table here which basically gives you limits. So if the limit's 20, the device has a tolerance of 2 miles an hour on it. Fixed penalty when education is not appropriate, 24. Speed awareness, if appropriate, from 24 to 31. So if you're caught anywhere between those. And summons in all other cases and above, 35 miles an hour in a 20 minutes. And you can see it scales up according to the speed limit you're actually, caught in. Going faster than you should be. And that article will actually tell you that it's not a rule at all. It's more a guideline, you know, giving them a certain level of discretion, I suppose, with regard to prosecutions. So you will hear stories of people go, it's all right, you got 10% plus 2, you got 10% plus 3, where others are getting done for only going a couple of miles an hour over. It is literally, according to this information, just guidance only, and not hard and fast law. There you go. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I can imagine some of them now. Make sure you subscribe to Andy the Gabby Cabby if you haven't. Give it the thumbs up, share the content, and of course, leave your comments. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.